Samuel, you good?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, pal.
Thanks for the invite.
No worries, man. Thank you for coming.
No, it's alright. Oh, come on, we had to come down to film the Dodge Viper, right?
Dodge Viper.
Gen 2 GTS?
Indeed, 2001.
Is this the one from Gran Turismo? The intro trailer?
This is not the exact one from Gran Turismo, but a later generation. Yeah, essentially, it is what it is,
Yeah. So, before we do go into the car, where are we? Because you've got a few companies here, haven't you?
Okay, so we're in Maidstone in Kent, and we're in my detailing workshop. It's called ShineAuto, and we operate also all-star giveaways from here as well.
Okay.
And so we're in a nice secluded old industrial estate area. No one knows really where we are. It's pretty hard to find, which is convenient, makes it secure. Yeah. Keeps this baby at bay.
Nice location, man. Guys got Sega Rally got up in the corner. Guy's like a magician on it as well.
Yeah. I've had a little bit of practice.
Right, James. So Gen 2 Viper. So what is it? 8 litre V10?
8 litre V10, all aluminium engine, single cam. So essentially it's a pushrod engine. And just reliable, straightforward, naturally aspirated power, running about estimated 470 to 480 horsepower.
Okay, what is that because you've had some bits done to it?
Yeah, so from the factory they're about 450. I had it rolling roaded in completely stock form. Yeah. It made about 444. Turned out one of the filters were blocked from a poor service that was done prior to my ownership. Well, it's got a JMB intake kit on it, which had input from America. Essentially, it's a forced air induction enclosed going into two K&N air filters, and that's made it a hell of a lot livelier than what it was before.
6-speed manual?
6-speed manual, it's T56 Tremec gearbox, rear-wheel drive with a limited slip diff, locks up nicely, doesn't take much effort to let it loose. Yeah,
this ain't the one from Nutty Professor as well, is it?
The one
all I can think of games and movies for this.
Yeah, you know that's what everyone relates them to because you just don't see them on the road. One in Nutty Professor was the early RT10. So this is the latest generation before they moved on to the next shape, which I personally think is uglier. So this is they stopped making these in 2002. This is a 2001, so it's got all the latest refinements, all the cooling upgrades, chassis strengthening bits, all from factory. So it's a properly well sorted car in the best colour as well.
And this isn't like your traditional American car. This thing handles, right?
It was actually designed to drive. It's not just a straight line freight train. This is actual handling.
Won a lot of race events, championships.
Yeah, it has. There's loads about it on the internet. You can look it up. But I mean, personally, I'm a bit of a track enthusiast. I don't do it too often, but I'm quite seasoned at it. I like to think so. Brands Hatch is the local circuit. Love it there. So I've had this car at Brands Hatch and also Kerbera Sprint Circuit. Handles really well. I mean, I had a Honda NSX before this. And that thing was an absolute weapon on the track.
You've had a few cars, haven't you?
Yeah. I've got quite a decent car history, but this is definitely one of the favourites, and it handles a lot better than I thought it would because it comes on Coney suspension as standard. But even though it's 20 years old,
I was going to say it's a 2001, but it's like, guys, look how modern it still looks, man.
Yeah. So
and the engine was developed by Lamborghini, was it?
Lamborghini had part of the development. For the engine and
the design of the car itself as well.
Yeah, Carroll Shelby. Who designed the Cobra and also the Daytona. Yeah. So I think he designed this based off the Daytona car. Yeah.
And obviously the name similar, Dodge Viper, like.
Exactly, so Viper, Cobra, they're both snaky words, aren't they?
Yeah. And I noticed it's got the double bubble roof. This is what this car was nicknamed, wasn't it? The double bubble.
Yeah, the only other roof I know of with the double bubble is the RX-7. Yeah. I've got an RX-7 and lined up next to this, the similarities are really there, such as the side intake vents, the sort of like the duckbill rear spoiler, again, the bubble roof, and just the overall shape, long nose,
it's beautiful,
short
arse
end.
Just
think this car was designed in the late 80s and nothing had changed until the mid 90s where they just put a roof on it and added an extra 50 horsepower with a little bit of extra development.
Yeah, so was it the RT before this that had the side exit exhaust?
The GTS also had the side exit, I believe, for the American market for the Generation 1 GTS. So the Generation 1 GTS came in about 95, 96, I believe, all the way up to 2002.
Torquey engine as well, right?
Yeah, so 490 standard.
Naturally aspirated as well.
Yeah, naturally aspirated for a really old engine. And I believe it's over the 500 mark. What with the little mods that have been done to it.
So what's it like? Does it spin up like?
No, it doesn't. Surprisingly, I mean, obviously you let it off with high revs, you know, off the clutch, it will light up, but you know, from a stand start, nail it won't light up, mainly because it's got 335 wide
big
tyres on the back. They're good tyres. They're Michelin PS4s on it at the moment.
Oh, right.
And also the gear ratio is so long on it as well.
Okay.
First gear will throw you at 60 mile an hour.
So power spread out, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So it is a manageable car, but you know, if you want to get it to slide light up, it's no issue. You know, just take it anything above tick over.
How on earth have you ended up in this? Because this is like, I mean, you'd say it's a childhood dream car, right?
Gran Turismo, bro.
There you go.
It's the car. It's the car everyone drove.
You own this. This is your.
I've had it for a year now. I didn't think I'd ever get to own one. You know, when I was small, I had all the model cars, the posters. I'd phone up the dealerships. I'd be like, "Oh, can you send me posters, brochures?" Yeah, sure. You know, I still got. I think Mum's got them in her attic somewhere. Before this, I had a Ferrari F355.
Okay.
That was a manual
Sweet.
left hooker. So I acclimatised to this quite quickly because this is a left-hand drive car. I never did a right-hand drive.
Yeah. So it's not in America. It's a European.
It's a European car. It was bought brand new by the one previous owner it had in the UK. It was in Norfolk. He had it up to about 23,000 miles. So he had it for 18 years.
You jump out there, Jones. Take it for a spin.
Oh, mate, let's do it.
Yeah, I mentioned to you I've been driving an E30 M3 for a few days, so I left-hand drive again.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to because you find yourself like too much on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
You got to find like.
You realise you can get real close on this side, can't you?
Yeah.
You got the wing right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy in there, isn't it? It's like a real fucking cockpit, isn't it?
Proper nice little cabin. It's comfy.
Yeah.
It's quite civilised. It ain't that bad to drive this.
Windscreen's down almost like, it reminds me of the Koenigsegg.
Yeah, on top of your head. You put your visor down. Look, you can't see shit.
Man, that bonnet, how big is that bonnet?
I don't know.
It's like the size of a car,
probably
isn't
a half a mile, isn't it?
it? You've got the handbrake right here, guys. Trust me, this is sick.
There ain't no easy way to drive this. You have to be properly concentrated because the tyres are so wide as well.
Yeah.
It tram lines, and the gearbox you have to be proper attentive to because you can easily get it in the wrong gear.
Right.
It's just
Close,
this car's just a constant fight.
I suppose it's a good thing though, isn't it?
It is.
Some cars you subconsciously, you're not even driving, you just,
Yeah.
you know, you're not even thinking, are you? Like the E30 M3, it being right-hand, left-hand drive,
Yeah.
so I'd be on my toes a bit, having to think about driving.
It becomes second nature eventually. The Ferrari, when I got that's the first left-hand drive car I ever driven. Man, I shit myself.
And this has got a shitload of torque as well, hasn't it?
It's nice. I mean, you can just put it in sixth gear, like down a country lane, just with your foot off the clutch, you know, just like cruise at 40 mile an hour. So
it's around 500 foot-pounds, yeah?
Yeah, around. Yeah, just what was it? 490 stock. So I reckon it's pushing more than that with the breathing mods because it made a hell of a difference putting on the intake kit. It's a massive restriction.
8 litre.
8 litres, massive, mate.
What's insurance like in fuel?
Just insurance, you just get it on a classic car policy, and it ain't that bad, and it's cheaper than your day-to-day car, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fuel, I wouldn't recommend having one to drive around town. It is bad, but when you get on the motorway and you if you want to cruise a long distance, it makes it more worthwhile. The best I got out of it was like 28, 29 to the gallon because it revs so low. So, you know, for example, sixth gear now, we're doing like 50 mile an hour. The thing's at 1,000 RPM.
Yeah, and it's very torquey as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll just pull. So it's almost impossible to stall this thing.
Like I already said in the intro, mate, ratings for driving something like this, because as you say, man, this just reminds me of games. You're actually going out and buying one, man.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting to experience what you loved, like during your childhood, playing at Gran Turismo.
And you're 33, so?
Yeah, I'm 33. It's not just the game that drove me to like really fall in love with these. When I was little, my parents took me to a Dodge dealer, and there was a blue one with the white stripes. I sat in the dealership. I was like 12 years old. I've still got the photo of my parents that took the photo of me standing next to it, and that's when I was just like, oh man, dream come true. And that's the only time I ever saw one up close until I bought this car. Wow. Until I went to view it. So all them years later, I'll get myself a Viper one day. It probably won't happen, but it did. Like, I managed.
And blue and white, that was the main colour.
Blue, yeah, that was it.
As well, but
yeah, they only did the blue and white with the Generation 1. Yeah. So every year they did set to a certain amount of colours underneath these stripes. it's painted silver.
Okay.
So I didn't like it. When I bought this car, it was obviously the black body, silver stripes, and it had black wheels.
What's reliability been like?
It's been absolutely fine. I've just had to do just done an oil service on it.
Has it?
That's it. And the water pump is a common thing on these. They've got a plastic impeller on them, and they spin on the shaft. So and that causes like overheating issues.
Yeah,
and so I just had that changed out.
It's torquey as hell, isn't it?
Yeah, it just
responds. Jeez, yeah. That's mad. Not waiting for no turbo, no charge.
No,
it's just
that's
there,
it.
Isn't it?
Just boom.
How's the gearbox? Clutch as well?
Gearbox
Is it heavy
good.
or?
Clutch. Yeah, I'd say it's on the heavy side. It's a long swing to it.
Mate, I can't believe I'm in this car right now, man. Like I would have never known I would have ever been in one of these cars.
You know, it's a rare
Thanks to the channel, boy.
Oh, mate.
I'm gassed.
Oh, mate, I'm
Dodge Viper.
blessed to have you here, brother.
No,
honestly.
man, come on, this is it. So what is it like when you get up to speed? Is it like a bit like, it's obviously an older car now, isn't it? So
Yeah, but for the age of it, it's really tight all round. You know, there's no knocks or bangs in it or nothing. Let's give it a little.
It don't rev up high, does it?
No.
It's like pretty, it's more of like a grunt, isn't it?
Shift at 5,500. Like it starts the red line at 6.
Yeah.
But I never really push it past that. It's pointless.
Yeah, see, you hear the difference, isn't it? Because I've been out in V10 M5s, and they are literally like almost two different engines, right? Like the V10 and the M5 is obviously high revving.
Yeah.
So what's this rev up to, about 6.5?
Yeah, see, I've never taken it past 6. The red line starts at 6. I've never taken it past that. Never really need to.
So yeah, this was like the Shelby replica that I went out in as well.
Yeah.
Such a low down grunt, but
Yeah.
man, it shoves you down
It's
the
got all
road.
the torque. It just doesn't need the revs.
You can hear them inductions, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it feels nice, man. We're like hogging up the whole lane, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's wide. It's not that heavy. I think it was it around 1,500?
No, less. I think it's less than that. I think it's about
Yeah?
1,350,
Yeah.
1,400, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, yes, lovely. Oh, yes. Jeez, that's like nice, isn't it?
I do like this car, man. It's a nice cruiser. The novelty hasn't worn off as such.
Jeez. Lovely. Yeah, you can feel that the wheels, they're just hugging the road, aren't they?
It just wants to turn in, you know.
Yeah. Brakes are nice.
They're all right. They could be better. When this went to Stelvio Pass, mate.
Yeah.
No good. No good.
Instant power. Instant. Sick. Man, it's lovely, isn't it? Nice and compliant.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, the only thing I don't like is the suspension, but then again, it's 20-year-old Coney suspension. I mean, they are quite hard, and I say the dampening's too soft, but I mean it holds pretty alright. You know, the arse end doesn't want to just step out on you.
Yeah. It's holding nicely.
Until you do that.
Dodge Viper, yo. You mad? Listen, this double bubble roof was obviously so you can wear a helmet, right? Yeah, a bit more space in the cabin.
Yeah,
so the mindset is for driving, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, when I think of American cars, not that I've got a wealth of knowledge, but I think modern American cars, they're really on the handling side of things now.
Do you think?
Like, yeah, definitely. The new Camaros and they handle, man.
I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't know because I've never driven anything else a Yank in my life.
Mate, these new modern Americans, they are not messing about now.
Really?
They're true handling cars, yeah.
Do you think it's
And
because of the
they're
years
cheap
of
as
people ripping
oh,
it
yeah,
for being straight
100%,
liners, isn't it?
100%. I'll
So-
just cruise it back, innit? And then...
Well, mate, take an extended drive, so we'll just go back
Extended
up.
drive.
Extended drive. We'll do-
Man said I could take an extended drive. Right, let's do this. Jeez, guys. It's like we're driving a truck. Like, that is how big the bonnet is. Wow, clutch is lovely, man.
Yeah, it's alright. But it's
Effortlessly
nice.
pulls off. Yeah, you know what? If I hadn't been driving the E30 for the last few days, I would be having a nightmare. But yeah, I need to remember to be on my side of the road is one thing. Thing is, driving a left-hand drive in the UK, it's just I'm constantly fucking having to think, which is good. Makes it a bit exciting. Driving
Yeah, it
can
does.
get a little bit
It gives
boring
you
sometimes.
a whole new perspective
Yeah.
on driving completely.
Something
It's
to
like-
listen.
Yeah.
That gearbox is lovely. I was driving a Viper. And look how easy it is to drive. Nothing like the I drove a Ford Capri. Not that it's a rival to this, but man, that was a nightmare. Surprisingly, it's not got the roar, has it? Like it's a low down grunt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Torque.
I mean,
is what this car is. Shitloads of
this
torque.
car was you almost couldn't hear it. So it's had the rear silencers removed. You wouldn't think because it's still fairly quiet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the Yanks or a lot of people just put like complete straight through systems on them, man, and they're just ridiculously loud.
Is there no traction as well?
Nah, no traction control, no ABS. Go for it, mate.
Jeez. Nah, the brakes are good, man.
Yeah, they're good,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
once they lock up, then you're in shit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
It's got ABS, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't. It's got none. Nothing.
it
There's
should've.
no driving aids, man.
No. So yeah, I mean the steering wheel's fairly light. It's not the lightest. It's got a nice weight into it.
But it's a whole lot of front.
Wow, guys, easy to drive, man. I mean that is a good thing, right?
It's got to be. Yeah, mate. You don't want the thing. You don't want it to be too easy to drive. You want to be kept on your toes, isn't it?
This is sick, man. I'd love to go on a like proper cruise in this. You say you went Germany as well?
Went
Got kicked out?
round. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we took a long route all around Europe. Hit Stelvio Pass. Stelvio Pass. The brakes didn't like it.
Didn't like it,
Nah,
no?
because I mean it's quite an old school setup. These brakes, they're not massive, so it couldn't keep up with the rest of the pack. So
they couldn't keep up because you was tearing it about, right?
no, well, yeah, exactly that. So like going downhill, I had to keep it in first because literally I had nothing all the way to the floor.
Yeah.
They were that cooked. Nice change.
Ah, nice. It is so sick, the view in it of the
Yeah.
bonnet. And the seats are comfortable. I feel like I'm
they're
in a
right.
sofa. Like
Yeah,
it don't
they're
even feel like a normal seat, man.
Americans.
But a nice driving position. I could do it sitting just a tiny bit lower.
Yeah.
My knees are like almost touching the wheel.
Yeah.
And so you've owned it for a year. You've had no issues, which is amazing to know.
Yeah, exactly that. It went round all of Europe with literally zero issues.
Oh, you know what? I'm so happy that I'm used to driving left-hand drive now.
Mate, you're
If
a
I
natural at
stop-
this. I'm not even like, oh, get over.
If I stop thinking though and subconsciously start driving,
Yeah.
wow, that is, guys, how nimble and how it responds to the wheel, it's ridiculous, man. It's definitely a natural sports car, isn't it? It does this, doesn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
almost leans.
Yeah.
Ooh, for that front then, isn't it, moving a little bit? It's definitely a big car, man.
Do you think? I
It's
just
a big
don't.
car.
Do you think it's a big car? I don't. I
don't
think you
know,
just
it
put
seems it,
just
it
put this
seems it.
next to a Mondeo, mate. That Mondeo would be longer.
Yeah. Mate, the
Genuinely.
Mondeo will be the same length as the bonnet, I think. That's a long bonnet, man.
Well,
But
yeah,
yeah, no,
extra
James, man, I appreciate it letting me drive
Oh,
it.
mate,
Hopefully
no,
I'm
blessed
not-
to have you drive it.
So, James, before I do end the video, you have actually got a car that's up for giveaway, right? It's
Yeah.
a Nissan 350.
Yeah. It's a Nissan
GT, is it?
350 GT. It's like a variant of the 350Z. So Jürgen at JM Imports have kindly sponsored our little giveaway
All right,
venture.
JM.
It's a lovely car that they've given us. It's a full fat Nismo spec. Absolutely everything dressed in Nismo. So we've got wheels, suspension, all the exterior. It's a really rare car. It's a V6 manual, 3.5 litre V6, just out of the 350Z.
Yeah.
And tickets for those are just £10 each.
Yeah.
And it's just 1,000 tickets. Yeah, we're trying to promote that and get that car gone to a winner.
Well, if we've got enough
very
time,
soon.
we'll try and film it as
Yeah,
well.
man, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, guys, let me tell you, this car, it's blown my mind. Like, it is so agile. I mean, I don't want to compare it to an M3. You all know I'm a bit of a fanboy with the M3, but mate, this is seriously good. Like, I'd love to throw it around on the track. You know, it doesn't seem like it'd let me down. Definitely an event. Very easy to drive. You got the looks. Yeah, man, it's definitely a car I think would be sick for the channel. Amazing, James. Thank you, man.
Mate, absolutely blessed.
And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and check out James's links.
Yeah,
If you need your
all-star
car
giveaways.
cleaned. Yeah, all-star giveaways as well.
Yeah, all-star giveaways. ShineAuto is our detailing shop in Maidstone. But yeah, please search on Facebook for all-star giveaways. Ricky's going to
I'll
put
leave the links in the description.
Put all the links in there. We could do with all the support. So as I'm sure he can tell you, we are a legit company and we genuinely want to do these prize giveaways.
Yeah?
And yeah, for the long run, it's good, but we just need that extra boost.
On it, mate.
Thank you.
No problem. Wicked, James. See you later, guys.
See ya. Take care.